Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Vakar ke Saath. Today we are diving into a highly controversial topic that's causing a lot of stir across Pakistan. The Punjab Assembly's recently passed Defamation Bill 2024. This new law is raising serious concerns about its impact on free speech and the media landscape in the country. Stick around to find out why journalists, media associations, and civil society are up in arms against it, and how it's linked to the current political climate, particularly the government's ongoing efforts to suppress the opposition. On May 20th, the Punjab Assembly passed the Defamation Bill 2024. The bill claims to protect individuals, including public officials, from false, misleading, and defamatory claims via print, electronic, and social media. However, critics argue that this law is more about muzzling free speech and silencing dissent, particularly targeting the opposition PTI, than protecting reputations. All major Pakistani journalists and media associations, including the Pakistan Broadcasters Association, the All Pakistan Newspapers Society, APNS, and the Pakistan Federal Union of Journalists, PFUJ, along with numerous media houses, have declared this bill a draconian law. Under Constitutional Article 19, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of the press are protected, and every citizen of Pakistan has the right to hold opinions, the right to express them, and the right to speech. They believe it's an attack on press freedom and a step towards greater censorship, and have outright rejected it. Let's dive into the current political scenario. The government's policy seems focused on suppressing the opposition PTI, Imran Khan, and the PTI leader is currently imprisoned, and mainstream electronic media is banned from showing his picture, party flag, or even mentioning his name. In this climate, social media has become the PTI's lifeline, reflecting its popularity and keeping its message alive. Just last week, a leaked picture of PTI's chairman Imran Khan from the Supreme Court went viral, garnering millions of views within the minutes. This incident shows the power of social media in bypassing government censorship. Despite the significant impact of fake news, the government's selective crackdown reveals their true intention: silencing the opposition rather than genuinely addressing misinformation. In addition to the defamation bill, the federal government is planning to buy a digital information infrastructure from China to regulate social media. They have already approved a 15 billion rupees grant for this purpose and plan to spend an additional 25 billion rupees in the coming days. This move aims to control social media just as they have controlled mainstream electronic media. With X already banned, the government is looking to get control over remaining tools and apps, further lightening their grip on information. To get control over remaining tools and apps, further tightening their grip on information. The bill was hastily passed at the provincial level, not taken up by the federal government, indicating a biased intent. It appears the government's aim is not to address the real issue of fake news, but to use the law as a weapon against PTI supporters and social media influencers. The bill gives preferential treatment to public officials, especially those holding constitutional office like the Prime Minister, Chief Justice, and Chief of Army Staff. Cases involving these officials go straight to the Lahore High Court, indicating a disparity in how the state and its citizens are treated under the law. The procedural aspects of this bill are particularly troubling. The bill was passed without proper consultation with stakeholders like journalists and civil society. It prescribes a summary procedure for defamation cases, which is problematic for proving malicious intent, a crucial element in defamation cases. Additionally, the law's exclusion of the law of evidence expedited case resolution mandate and the imposition of a minimum preliminary decree collectively undermine the constitutional guarantee of a fair trial and due process. This is not the first time defamation laws have been misused in Pakistan. Take the Prevention of Electronic Crime Act (PICA) of 2016, for example. While it was intended to curb harassment and hate speech, it ended up being used to silence political opponents and journalists. Each successive government has used PICA to target critics, showing how easily such laws can be weaponized. Now let's talk about the bigger picture, fake news. If the government truly wants to tackle fake news, passing more restrictive laws is not the answer. Instead, we need a comprehensive approach involving the entire society. Here is what can be done. Journalists need to operate without fear of government interference to maintain public trust. Schools should teach students to critically evaluate information sources. Technical companies should develop tools to identify and reduce fake news, ensuring accountability online. The news industry should focus on high quality reporting and constantly debunk misinformation. Political leaders must stop using fake news as an excuse to introduce self-serving laws that restrict free speech. And lastly, I concluded the Defamation Bill 2024 represents a significant threat to free speech in Pakistan. Instead of protecting reputations, it appears to be a way for the state to silence critics and control the narrative. The federal government's plan to buy a digital information infrastructure from China further underscores their intent to regulate and control social media. To truly address the problem of fake news, we need a balanced, transparent approach that respects democratic freedom. Stay informed and stay critical. Allah Hafiz.